morning, everyone. It's Lisa from Lisa Ashton Psychic Medium. Hope you're all doing great. I'm going to do this recorded reading today. I've had a lot of new people that are coming on from another channel, and I welcome them. I'm happy to have them here. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what's happening in the sky with the full moon coming up in Virgo, as well as some of the stuff that's happening. I don't usually talk politics, but I'm thinking I might turn this around a little bit and start talking a little bit about politics and pull some cards, for everything that's happening with the tax situation in Washington, D.C. and some other things. I've had some people ask me questions and if I could pull some cards, so I'm happy to do that as well. So like I said, welcome to all of Marie's Tables, people. She's such a superb woman. I just adore her. And I'm happy to have you here as a part of our community. So welcome, and bring your friends, and the more the merrier. So happy to have you here. Now, the way I usually do my readings is I talk a little about astrological stuff first, and maybe some get into, we talked about dreams and things like that. And I really wanted to have a chance to talk about this full moon that's coming up on the 27th, which is in 2 days actually. It's in Virgo, and Virgo is definitely kind of has a bad rap with astrology. Virgos. I'm a Virgo, so I know people always think of us as the perfectionists or the ones that have to do everything perfectly, etc. And that's not always true, but I think inside we kind of have that feeling that we're driven to have that perfection, and when we don't reach that perfection, we kind of feel badly, or we feel guilt. Like if I wasn't able to do something that couldn't come out for you guys today, I would feel guilty that I spent this time and you didn't benefit from it, because I really want you to be able to benefit from it. So being that the full moon is in Virgo, it's a lot about going inward and kind of looking at the practical side of ourselves. It's kind of looking at what's coming up for us and how we're going to adjust the way we are now and moving forward into the future, especially around this full moon energy, right? The full moon in Aries. In Virgo. It is opposite Pisces, the sign of Pisces, so the new moon would be in Pisces. And Pisces is really strong intuition and guidance, and Virgo also is very strong intuition. So you may be feeling a lot of pull inwards, or a lot of pull to really kind of look at yourself. What direction am I heading in? Am I on the right path? Am I going in the right area that will suit me? That's a lot of Virgo energy, where you start to really question things and research things and nitpick and look into things. And that's the Virgo full moon part that you'll be experiencing. It's a beautiful full moon, so it should be really, really wonderful, positive energy. I know at the beginning of the year we kind of had some rough energy, but we're really coming out of that now. And as we come into March, it's going to be so much nicer and more pleasant. There's a lot of behind the scenes things that are happening, and I probably will start doing some videos on some of those things for people that are interested in looking at those. But I thought I'd talk a little more about the astrology and then do kind of a general energy reading today for everybody to see kind of the direction we're heading in. And how really everything that's going on in Washington is going to affect us. And I think that's important to remember, that sometimes there are things that happen that are around us that are happening. This is especially true with Virgos. We tend to want to pull inward and research it and look at it and really dissect it and nitpick it to death, as opposed to confronting it. And so this may be a time where you feel a little bit out of your comfort zone. I'm not saying this for Virgos, but for anybody. You may feel a little out of your comfort zone. You may feel like you need to question things, or you're starting to question things that you normally never questioned before. And it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I suddenly doing this? And it's because of the Virgo full moon, okay? So if you wait a week, that feeling will probably be gone. If you really feel like you want to go inward and look, and take a general look at what's happening, this would be a perfect time for that. Am I heading on the right path? Is this the way I should be going, etc. I do private readings, of course, as you know. If you go down below the video, you can open up to northernlights.1, which is my website. And if you go under Lisa Ashton Medium, there's a little tab. You click on it. It'll show all the readings that I do. It'll show the prices. It'll show my phone number where you can call me and schedule a time for a reading. And I'm happy to discuss your own personal way as opposed to kind of a generic that I'm going to be doing today. Okay, so I did want to do the energy for today. I did want to talk about it with you and see what's happening. And again, welcome to all of Marie's people that are joining on board. We love to have you. And hopefully we're going to be doing a joint session, Marie and I, shortly, as soon as her internet is up and working again. So we're going to be doing that within the next week, which is awesome because I love Marie and have been following her for a very long time. So to all of her followers, welcome. Glad to have you as part of our community. So let's take a look. So now that you know astrologically what's happened, let's take a look at the cards. I'm using the Imperial Gilded Tarot deck. And I want to kind of take a look at the cards that are out there, kind of just as a collective reading. First, actually, I'm going to use the Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the collective reading. I really love this deck. And I'll pull 3 cards for everybody collectively, as opposed to, on Sunday I did the breakdown for every sign, and today I'm kind of just going to talk in general, about the energy that's out there right now. I think there's so much tension in Washington, and I think a lot of it's kind of like the trickle-down effect, and I think a lot of us are feeling that in our own lives. Try not to watch a lot of news, I always say, because news can really not mess with us, but make us look at things differently, as opposed to trusting your own guidance and your own heart. I always say trust your own intuition, right? I want to send out some peace and love and healing to all of the people that have been affected by COVID. I know we've done moments of healing, and I just think it's so tragic what we're all going through, and we need to stand together as a community, which is lovely. So the first card I get is Deep Knowing, and the second card I get is Orphaned, and the third card I get is Truth Be Told. So those are really cool cards. So the very first card of Deep Knowing, all 3 of these cards really are talking about the fact that there's a lot that's happening around us. Kind of what I already said. There's a lot that's happening in Washington. There's a lot that's happening in the world around us. Getting COVID shots, making appointments, trying to start new businesses if our businesses have failed, and all of these things. The being orphaned and trying to start a new business, not having the guidance we've always had, and the deep knowing of understanding that things are going to work out. And that I see things working out, and things will calm down, and we'll start to feel like we're getting back to normal. And truth be told, this is really everything we're being told overall. Like, we're finally getting all the knowledge that we need. We're finally understanding as a nation what it is we're going through. And I think that's an important piece to remember, is that I'm going to take a sip of my protein drink. Excuse me. That all the things that we are remembering or thinking about now, the more knowledge we have, the more we can make personal decisions for ourselves. So I think it's always good when the truth can be told to us. I think it's always good when we know as much as we possibly can. So that's going to be happening more and more, and we'll be feeling that. So collectively, those cards are really nice. So now let's take a look. I've shuffled these cards. I'm going to split them into piles here. And let's see collectively kind of what the universe is telling us today. I'm going to pull 5 cards, and then if I need to do any extra cards, I will. And so there is some heartache. I've got some swords here, which is the truth coming out, right? This 8 of Swords always is about you holding yourself back. So maybe you're feeling, collectively, some of you out there are feeling like you're holding yourself back. You're not able to move forward yet. There's something you don't want to look at. She's still blindfolded. But you could easily undo your hands. You could easily take your blindfold off, and you could easily walk out the side of these swords. So it's almost like a self-sabotage. It's almost, what am I doing to stop myself from moving forward? And maybe that's the Virgo part of you, or the Virgo full moon influence in 2 days that is kind of coming in and having you look at this. And am I stopping myself from moving forward? Is there something that I'm doing that's stopping myself from moving in the direction I move to? So it's definitely something to look at. We have the 3 of Swords, which can be pain, it can be heartache, it can be something that's going on that's very upsetting. It is in the past, it is upside down. To me, that's more, it's lesser, and it has passed beyond us. So this could be, this 8 of Swords could be because of this heartbreak. It could be that we're taking things slowly and we're not moving as quickly as we would normally want to move in the direction. And this is, it's saying take your blindfolds off, right? It's really time to do that. coming up. That's the kind of energy this full moon is bringing in. But this heartache was in the past, and I'm very sorry for all of you that had to experience this. But I think we're moving forward from it. We're moving away from it. And these other cards tell us that. I mean, we have the Queen of Swords, which is a very strong woman, a fierce woman. She's wearing healing colors of purples and blues, and she's holding this sword like she's dominant. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants to do, but yet she's feminine. She's got the doves around her, right? She's got that soft energy within her, and I think that's important to remember, that as strong as we are, even if we got the Strength card for the Lion, as strong as we are, as strong as we feel, we always have that vulnerable underbelly side. We always have that side of ourselves that we don't show a lot of people, which is very soft and very caring and very nurturing, and maybe now's the time to bring that out, especially with all these healing energies, and maybe because of what we've gone through and what the world has gone through, we need more healers like us. You know, we need more light workers like all of us to come out and to really help those people that are stuck to come forward. And that's how I see this card, is you really coming forward and being your healer and your true nature, and you're taking care of other people's kind of self. And if you do that, there will be a meeting of the minds. You will be able to reach some people. If we stay in that high vibration of love and energy, love and nurturing and caring and compassion, we'll be able to reach those people that are still stuck in that negative energy, right? We'll be able to help them. It's like a mind meld with these Two of Cups. We think the same. We help somebody else along our path. And that's so important to have that compassion and to really move forward with that. I really love it when you get the Two of Cups, because it really shows that we're thinking along the same lines. We're moving in the same direction. And we can really continue to do that. And with this healing card, I think that's what's coming. And finally, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is beautiful. That's ultimate treasure chest full of abundance. And it's not just abundance of money. It could be abundance of health, of wealth, of love, of destiny. Maybe this is at the end of this Virgo moon, when we're kind of looking within ourselves, and the moon is shining down and kind of having us look at everything. The waters are calmer, and we're really starting to see the abundance that has been given to us by the universe. How lucky we are, how blessed we are, to really take a look at that. And that's the card that we end in, which is gorgeous. I am going to pull one more clarifier from another deck, just to clarify these cards, but I think the worst is behind us. I think we can separate ourselves and pull ourselves out of the middle of this, of feeling overwhelmed or feeling anxious, right? And we can pull ourselves away and really get more towards acknowledgement of the healing that we can do to help others heal, to help ourselves heal, to get to the point where we're really enjoying the fruits of our labor, where we're really feeling abundant in so many areas. So I'm going to use the Light Seers deck, and I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Light Seers deck, which I really enjoy. It's a tarot deck, and it really has beautiful images and really speaks to me. So I wanted to pull a couple of cards from that deck as well. Let's see what we get. And the first card we have is the Nine of Cups. Beautiful energy, right? The Nine of Cups is all of your wishes and dreams coming true. Look at how she jumps off. She's got the money at her feet, kind of just like the Pentacles, the money we saw in this other deck, right? This is like a repeat of the universe telling us it's all right there for us. All we have to do is we have to relax, and we have to heal ourselves. We have to look within and decide this is the direction we want. Look at the beautiful yellows around her, the solar energy from our solar plexus. It's gorgeous. And these cups are wonderful. They're happy. She's jumping for joy. She has everything she wants in her life. And that's the kind of the energy that's coming forward. We just have to allow it to. We have to get out of the middle of ourselves, right? We have to let go of this feeling sabotage, or that we have to stay in this negative energy. And instead, let's start to look at the positive energy. Let's heal. Let's meld with other people. Let's help them heal. And then the positive energy that comes is beautiful. The Nine of Cups is all our wishes and dreams coming true, which is lovely. The next card I got is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So this is another of the money. We got the Ten of Pentacles. This is the universe doubly saying. We got it in the first deck. We got it in the second deck. Like, pay attention. I really mean what I say. The universe is saying. This Ten of Pentacles is the abundance, the richness, the love, the happiness, the guidance, the abundance in career, love, wealth, marriage, health, destiny, just all of the abundance coming forward. She's holding on to these pentacles, and she's got her happy family around her. So this deck shows abundance in terms of family and money and all the things we talked about, but it came out twice from the universe in two separate decks. So the universe really is saying, hello, pay attention. We have a lot of things to be grateful for. Let's not focus on the negativity. Let's focus on the positive that's coming. And I'm going to end the reading that way, because these two cards that ended from the Light Seers deck, just you have everything you need. You're manifesting everything, and it's right here for you to grab. So let go of all of this heartache, right? When you go within during this Virgo full moon and you're really meticulously looking at yourself, go within and let go of that. Let go of the things that no longer serve us, as they say with a full moon, right? Manifest like crazy at a full moon in 2 days. Manifest the things we want to come into our life. Manifest and strengthen the things that are already here and that we can be grateful for. And just know that these cards, they say it all. What you've been through in the past, the heartache you've been through, the healing that we're going through, and how we can help others heal, right, as light workers, and the abundance that the universe is saying, the Ten of Pentacles twice. The universe is knocking on your door saying, come on, pay attention. You've got all this. Really pay attention to it. Enjoy it, like she's doing here in this card. So I hope these cards make sense to you. I love the fact that we ended on such a high note, and that most of the discord and most of the unhappiness is behind us, right? The truth is coming out. Remember, in these beginning cards, the truth is coming out, and the deep knowing that we're going to be just fine. You know, you don't really need to be as worried as we are. I think it's really easy when we're in times of trouble like this to really feel that abundance of self-doubt, questioning ourselves, questioning the direction we're going in, questioning how we feel about ourselves and what we're doing. And I think these cards just strengthen the fact that, it is good to go in and question ourselves and make changes. We do that all the time. But this full moon in Virgo in 2 days is really letting us go inwards and really look at the things we need to be grateful for. Really look at the things that are deep within our heart that we feel so wonderful about. And some of the things I'm most grateful for is being able to reach out to Marie. She's such a wonderful, kind, compassionate person, and to be able to reach out to her and let her. I want to do a reading with her as soon as her internet is up and moving, because I think our energies will meld beautifully together. She's just a beautiful soul. So welcome to all of you, and welcome back to my regular subscribers. Let's continue to grow this wonderful community, and the energy looks wonderful for the next few days, so enjoy, and I'll be back soon. Take care.